Hey, so Mayor, how you doing? Or anyone else who wants to watch. Rafi, you can also watch too. But at any rate, this is we're reading about again baseball's greatest hitters. Okay, and ended off the last time with Ted Williams. I'm not sure if we saw the picture so well, but this is what Ted Williams looked like. He was up to when he was up to bat. He was on the Boston Red Sox. I just want to make sure you got to see that picture before we go on. Okay, now we're moving on. Okay, let's see. Ted Williams hit lifetime batting average was 344. Okay, and he played for 20 years with the Red Sox. Let's see. Okay, in any case, he hit 406 in 1941. He was the last hitter to hit 400. That means in the last, since 1941, which is about almost 70 years, 67 years since anyone has hit 400. That was Ted Williams. Okay. Now we're going to read about Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron played when I've seen Hank Aaron played. This is a picture of Hank Aaron. He played for the Milwaukee Braves. Now, it used to be, the Braves are now, they're in Atlanta, but they used to be in Milwaukee. In any case, Atlanta 8th, not Atlanta. Now, they moved to Atlanta. So, in the last couple of years, Hank Aaron played in Atlanta, okay? Atlanta, April 8th, 1974. Hank Aaron slowly walks to the plate. A hush falls over the jam-packed stadium. Over 50,000 fans are at this Braves-Dodgers game. Right now, they all have their eyes fixed on Hank. Is tonight the night he'll break Babe Ruth's home run record? Some white people don't want Hank to out-hit Babe Ruth because Hank is black. They don't feel he's Babe's equal. They mail letters that threaten him and his family. The FBI is brought in to investigate. Hank gets protection from a police bodyguard. This isn't the first time that baseball has placed Hank in danger. When he began his career, some felt that whites and blacks shouldn't play on the same team. White fans jeered him. Some threatened to shoot him. Players called him terrible names. A few pitchers threw the ball at him on purpose. Their prejudice made Hank determined to succeed. He knew that the best way to show that blacks were equal was to play as well as he could. Controlling his anger, he kept swinging his bat. Because he was a quiet man, few fans noticed his achievements. But tonight he can prove he's a great player. It's the fourth inning. Hank stands in the batter's box. The Dodger pitcher knows he must be careful. Hank can hit almost anything. It's especially hard to throw a fastball by him. The pitcher sails in. It's a change of pace in the dirt. Hank doesn't swing. He's waiting for the right pitch. As usual, he seems calm, but the tension is building. It's as if everybody's holding their breath. The pitcher delivers, but he's made a mistake. It's a slider down the middle. Hank can wallop this ball. With perfect timing, Hank waits till the last second. Then he shifts all his weight to his front foot. With quick wrists, he whips the bat around. Fans hear the wood smack the ball. It's a line drive. For an instant, Hank thinks the shortstop can catch it, but the ball speeds high and deep to left center field. It shines like a comet in the stadium lights. Will the left fielder catch it? No. It sails over the fence. Hank has hit home run number 715. The record is his. Here's another picture of Hank Aaron at the bat. The crowd explodes in cheers. Hank starts to circle the bases. He feels as if everything is happening in slow motion. The Dodger first baseman reaches out to shake his hand. Two college students race from the stands and pat him on the back as he rounds second. At home plate, all his teammates congratulate him. They try to lift him on his shoulders, but Hank won't let them. He wants to embrace his parents who have come out onto the field. Later he says, "I never knew that my mother could hug so tight." Hank begins to cry. He's both happy and relieved. "Thank God it's over," he says after the game. Hank Aaron holds baseball's record for the most home runs and most runs batted in. Yet the greatness he achieved came only after years of struggle. Born in Alabama, Hank often had no money to buy baseballs, so he made his own by rolling stockings around golf balls. Sometimes he batted crumpled tin cans. Here's a drawing of them when he came to home plate. I don't know why they don't have a picture of it. At 18, he became a professional player, even though his mother wanted him to teach school. He hit steadily and well, but few felt he was a true power hitter. He never showed emotion and didn't have a flashy style. But season after season, Hank produced runs. It was his consistency as a hitter that made him great. The record shows, as one writer said, that Hank was the man who did the most with a baseball bat. Hank is one of the only 4 players in history to get 3,000 hits, 300 home runs, and 200 stolen bases. He had a lifetime batting average of .305, and he had ended up, when he finished playing baseball, he had 755 home runs. That's the record for home runs. Okay, and now we have another chapter about another home run king named Mark McGwire. Okay. St. Louis, Missouri, September 8, 1998. A sellout crowd is watching the Cardinals play the Chicago Cubs. It's 2 out in the bottom of the 4th, and Cardinals slugger Mark McGwire is at the plate. Here's a picture of Mark McGwire. He's also on the front cover. I'll show you him also on the front cover. See, it says McGwire. This is also him on the front cover. That's Mark McGwire right there. Any rate, all 49,000 fans are on their feet. They want the red-headed hero there to smash a home run. If he does, he'll break one of the greatest records in all of sports. In 1961, New York Yankee Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in a single season. Yesterday, Mark tied him with 18 games left to go. Now, with one swing, he can become the first ever to hit 62. Crouched and pigeon-toed in the batter's box, Mark waves his bat around. It looks like a toothpick in his hands because he's so big. 6'5", 250 pounds, he has arms as big as a person's head. He's so strong, his homers soar an average of 425 feet. One player says he's like Godzilla. Mark waits for the first pitch. It's a low fastball right down the middle. He takes his short 80-mile-an-hour swing as hundreds of flashbulbs go off. Fans are taking photos in case it's the record-setting blast. The ball shoots off the bat, a low liner that rockets to left field. Mark is not sure it will clear the 8-foot-high wall 341 feet away. Digging for first base, he keeps his eye on the ball. The next thing I knew, he says, "The ball disappeared. I did it." Number 62. It's Mark's shortest homer of the year, but the most important. Fireworks light up the sky as the crowd goes wild. Mark's so excited he misses first base and he has to go back to touch it. When he crosses the plate, he lifts his 10-year-old son, the Cardinals bat boy, high in the air. His teammates crowd around and he gives them all a hug. Okay, here's Mark McGwire when he just coming to home plate after he hit the 62nd home run. Out in the right field, Cubs superstar Sammy Sosa is applauding. Just like Mark, he is chasing the home run record. But Sammy and Mark aren't rivals. Instead, they cheer each other on. In one of baseball's greatest acts of sportsmanship, Sammy runs in from the outfield to hug Mark. Both sluggers know the home run race is far from over. Mark hasn't finished homering yet, and neither has Sammy. 5 days later, Sammy breaks Roger Maris's record too. Sammy's having one of the greatest baseball seasons ever. In the past, he was a wild swinger with as many strikeouts as hits. Fans would call him Sammy So-So, but now he's learned to wait for a good pitch. In June 1998, he set the major league record for most homers in 1 month, 20. Okay, we got to stop here, and I'll finish reading about Mark McGwire, and then we're going to read about Sammy So-So also. Anyway, here it is. Bye-bye. I love you. Mwah.